Hi everyone, it's Abby the Teen Librarian here with a Feature Friday book recommendation, and today I'm doing something a little bit different. So I just recently read two books back to back. I didn't do this on purpose, but the two books I read ended up being very similar to each other, and I loved them both. So I thought I'd do a double feature and talk about both of them. I've got Fat Chance Charlie Vega by Crystal Maldonado and How Moon Fuentez Fell in Love with the Universe by Raquel Vasquez. These two books both have a lot of similarities. They absolutely have their differences, but both happen to just be about a teenage girl who is Latinx and describes themselves as being fat or curvy or plus size. Both have some body issues surrounding that they work through. Both have really complicated relationships with their moms, and in both situations the dad is not around, and also both girls really compare themselves to other people, whether it's a sister or best friend. So a lot of similarities on the surface, and I'm going to break them down how they're different though too. Fat Chance Charlie Vega was super adorable. This felt like a warm hug. I could not put this one down. I really, really loved it. It follows Charlie, who is a teenager who lives in a suburb of Connecticut. She's one of the only brown girls in her school. And she's a lot of things. She's a writer. She's really ambitious. She's a very loving friend, super loyal, and she's also fat, her word. And she struggles with that for sure, especially with her mom. Her mom just recently went on this big weight loss journey, lost a ton of weight, and is really pushing that on Charlie too, which she takes issue with. Charlie also has a hard time because in her mind, her best friend Amelia is just perfect in every way that Charlie is not. Really skinny, super popular, every boy seems to really love her, and Charlie has never had a boyfriend before. Lots of crushes from afar, but no one yet, and she really wants that for herself. So this whole book is about kind of Charlie accepting who she is, as she is, kind of coming to terms with different relationships in her life, but also pursuing her dreams of being a writer for sure. And on the side too, she does start a job, and at this job she meets Brian, who is also in her art class and is an aspiring artist. And she does figure out the two of them have a lot in common, and is suddenly surprised when he actually only has eyes for her and not Amelia or anyone else. And she falls in love for the first time, which is very exciting. So really loved this book. Lots of body positivity and just a journey of self-acceptance. Next, I do want to talk about How Moon Fuentez Fell in Love with the Universe. I like to think of this book as the older, darker, edgier cousin to Fat Chance Charlie Vega. Again, a lot of similarities. A teenage girl named Moon who describes herself as very curvy, plus size, and has a rough relationship with her mom, who is, I would absolutely say she's emotionally abusive to her, really body shames her a lot, so she struggles with that. Moon has a mega famous sister who's has millions of followers on the internet, is just beautiful as all get out. And Moon really compares herself to her twin sister a lot. But in this book, Moon and her sister Star, yes, that is their real names. So Star gets this opportunity to go on this big tour of other Instagram influencers, and Moon goes along with them reluctantly because Moon is a photographer, and she is her sister's biggest photographer, but also Moon really loves photographing and flowers and other nature things, and she's very much an artist herself. On this huge road trip, she meets Santiago, who is very gruff and grumpy all the time, and the two of them do not get along. But after Santiago starts cooking for her and teaching her how to cook, they get to know each other a little bit more. And so there's some fun romance in it too. So this one is a little bit more for mature readers, I'd say. There's a lot happening in this book, but I really enjoyed this one too. It had a lot of complicated relationships, but also about self-acceptance, self-love, and also being in love for the first time as well. So I really loved both books. If you want kind of a warm hug, choose this one. If you're ready for something to dive a little deeper, a little edgier, go for this one, but I recommend them both. I was happy that I read them back to back. It was really fun. So, but no matter what book you do choose, just keep reading. Thanks everyone. Bye.